Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for clicking on this video. Well, Cowboy BeBop has been cancelled by Netflix 3 weeks after premiering the first season. And it's kind of interesting to see that it would be only one season, because they went around saying, oh, we gotta do multiple seasons, we got this storyline, this storyline, this storyline. And to be honest with you, like I said, I haven't actually seen this series because, well, I saw the anime, I liked it, but it's like with all anime, you can't really live action adapt it. You just can't. Sometimes it's a bit iffy and sometimes it'll be very cringy, like Ghost in the Shell. Don't get me wrong, Ghost in the Shell is not a bad movie, but it sucks as an adaptation, if that makes any sense. But with this, we're going to look at bounding into comics and a few other places that are actually talking about it. So, Netflix live action Cowboy BeBop dead after one season. One of the fastest turnarounds in recent memory, coming just 3 weeks after the series debuted on the streaming platform, but to the surprise of absolutely no one who saw even a single still from the ill-fated of the beloved anime, Netflix live-action adaptation of Cowboy BeBop has officially been cancelled after one season. News of Cowboy BeBop's cancellation was first reported yesterday by The Hollywood Reporter, who apparently learned of the news from insiders. As noted by the Hollywood trade outlet's insiders, the decision was made by balancing the show's viewership and cost. Given that as of writing, the show holds a 55% average audience score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 4.2 on fellow review aggregate site Metacritic, coupled with the fact that it was so bad it was near universally panned by even mainstream media critics, which it was. It seems more than apparent that Netflix's latest attempt to bring anime to live action was not delivering the return to their combative marketing predicted. Yeah, it's one thing I do actually like about Netflix is they can bring something that's really cool and a really good series out or whatever, and they just cancel it, you know? For me, Santa Clarita Diet, I absolutely love that show. 3 seasons and then they stopped it. They got rid of it. You know, it's happened to a few other ones as well on there. So, though as noted above, these returns should come as no surprise to anyone who follows Cowboy BeBop's development, as Netflix routinely banked on Marvelifying Watanabe's seminal work, which is very true. You can bring this kind of aesthetic and the way that it looks in the anime and in the form that it was originally done, because it's just breathtaking. Bring the live action, it's just not going to go well. It never is, because you can't recreate it. They tried, but they just didn't do it. In fact, for proof of this production direction, one need look no further than the series' official description, which promotes the series' lead trio as snarky and needing to kick and quip their way through space. Why would you be saying that? It's like, oh yeah, we're going to do a Guide to the Galaxy style for this. No. They form a scrappy, snarky crew ready to hunt down the solar system's most dangerous criminals for the right price, but they could only kick and quip their way out of so many scuffles before their pasts finally catch up with them. One of the worst things ever, that is. That is so bad. And no, you just can't do it. With Cowboy BeBop's cancellation, the few fans of the series that undoubtedly exist will no longer get to see Julia's plans for running the Red Dragon in Vincent's stead. After getting rid of him, nor will Netflix get a chance to adapt the storyline of Cowboy BeBop the movie, which was set up in the series' final scene, along with the abysmal debut of Radical Edward herself. What do you make of the cancellation of Netflix Cowboy BeBop? Let us know your thoughts on social media or in the comments below. Well, we're going to look at, first of all, we're going to look at Twitter, because we do have some Kotaku stuff here, and I'm not really a fan of Kotaku. I think they're just some of the worst people ever. But we're going to look on here. So, these are what people have put down. So, Cowboy BeBop adaptation cancelled after one season. Gee, I wonder why. Yep. This is what got me. Sounds to me like blackmail. Damn right it is. Just because you are black and you are a male. Hello? It's like, what is wrong with you? But you go down, Netflix cancelled Cowboy BeBop. All the guys that blocked me for saying it was a shit show can suck it. I love that. You got that one there, obviously. Bounding into comics. Cancelled on Netflix. Token LGBT here. We're going to right the wrongs of the Cowboy anime on the live action series months later. Netflix Cowboys BeBop live action adaptation cancelled. Karmic justice is just poetic. Then you got Jesse is guilty and Cowboy BeBop cancelled all in one day. Yes, it's very true. That was fast. The live-action Cowboy BeBop was so bad, even Netflix cancelled it after just one season. This is hilarious. Maybe they shouldn't have made unnecessary woke change and have their Faye actress attack fans. Yeah, that was one of the things that she actually did. She went on social media and she said a lot of stupid stuff to people who are fans of the show. Mostly because of the outfit that she was wearing. It's not like it is in the anime. But obviously people are like, well, you've got all the other characters looking accurate to a degree. And then you got her, which is not accurate. But again, no, she came out like, about telling all the people, like, you're this, you're that. It's like, you are really saying this to the people who are going to watch the show. What happened in the end? They didn't watch it, which is kind of obvious, because obviously, with all of this, you didn't do it, you didn't watch it, this is why you got cancelled. Investment and returns didn't work. But then we have this by here, like I was saying with Ghost in the Shell and the visuals. One of my problems with the Netflix Cowboy BeBop adaptation is the same with the Ghost in the Shell movie. This fixation on trying to recreate certain scenes to try and get the style and the aesthetic down without capturing any of the spirit of the original, which is 100% true. Cowboy BeBop, this is the show on Netflix, and then you got the anime, which, to me, the anime looks 100% better straight away. And again, the way it's dynamically intertwined into the story of how they got there, you know? But same with Ghost in the Shell, you know, when she wakes up like this. But it's like, well, okay, you know, you've taken an image from the game, but, well, it's not from the game, from the anime, and the anime looks better straight away, you know? There, it just looks, you can tell, oh, we just build a set and we put some CGI in the background. Here, it's like ominous. You don't know what's going on. Where is she, sort of thing. But yeah, that's what we got by there. Now we're going to go on to the crap that is Kotaku. And they've put out a previously reported Netflix cancelling. Below is a cross-section of comments from some of Japan's most popular sites, including Tucci, My Games Newsflash, and Yaron Blog. The remarks should give you an idea of what people in Japan, at least those online, thought of it. So, expected. Live-action adaptations are necessary, 100% true. It's because there was an old dude cosplaying. There was nothing appealing. I wonder why, because it was enjoyable. Okay, you know, we give them that. People, you know, they liked what they like. Netflix original anime and drama is not interesting, 100%. However, I do like Amazon Prime. I do. Well, in the first place, you'd say watch the anime and instead of watching a live-action adaptation, yep. Japan's anime isn't designed for live-action. It's not. I had no idea they made this. Looks interesting. It seemed even foreigners mocked this. That's the one that got me. I find that quite funny. Why did they think of doing live action? Exactly. It was actually pretty good. I guess international fans weren't into it. It would be better to make a new anime. There was a respect for the original anime. You can't take an anime as is and adapt it to live action because there are all these uncomfortable feelings when an anime is adapted into live action. 100% true. And as you got by there, it looked like a game of cosplay, but you obviously got all the other ones by there. But that is very true with what's going on, and it's kind of sad that this has happened, because I was going to give it a go, but now that it's just been cancelled, there's no point for me. Because, like, if I watch it and I may look, oh, you know, it was alright, you know, it's watchable or whatever, that's what I may think of it. It's not going anywhere. But like I said, there's been so many shows. You know what, let's actually have a little look, shall we? Netflix cancelled shows. Have a little look, shall we? We'll have a look at this one here. This from Hello Magazine here in the UK. So what we got is 31 cancelled Netflix shows that need to be brought back. So you got obviously Narcos Mexico, which was good actually, I did enjoy it. Bonding, didn't see it. County Comfort, didn't see it, no thank you. The Society, didn't watch it. Atypical, didn't watch it. I am not okay with this. Didn't watch it, but it does have, I can't remember her name, but she was the one from It. You got White Lines. Yeah, wasn't too bad. Shadowhunters was a bit like that. And with an E, didn't watch it. Turn Up Charlie, I love that because I love Idris Elba, and that should have been come back. V-War, didn't watch. October Faction, he was like that. Messiah, didn't see it. Spinning Out, I watched, it wasn't too bad. Daybreak was actually really good. Mysterious Science Theatre 3000, didn't watch. Soundtrack, didn't watch. BoJack, I do love BoJack. 7 Seconds, didn't watch that. American Vandal, I love that for some unknown reason, it was really good. The OA, didn't see. Santa Clarita Diet is my favourite Netflix comedy that they did, and they just cancelled it after 3 seasons, and it was going somewhere. And a lot of people were watching it. It was all over Twitter, it was all over social media, but they just decided to cancel it. But that's what Netflix do. If it gets 2 to 3 seasons, they just get rid of it. Mostly because of how expensive the shows become. This is why I'm actually quite surprised that Stranger Things has currently got a season 4 coming out and a season 5. I think that's because it makes them so much money. Then you got Sense8, again, wasn't too bad, with the Wachowskis. But, we got that there. One Day at a Time, didn't see. Travelers, didn't see. Designated Survivor, to me, was awesome. Because to me, it was almost like an updated 24. And I love Keith Sutherland. The Good Cop, didn't watch. The Punisher, Jessica Jones, all the Marvel shows. They were just amazing. Friends from College, didn't watch. Tuki and Bertie, I didn't watch. As you can see, there's a lot of the shows that are on there. And they're like, yeah, we're not going to do this anymore. Let's just get rid of them. Because, no one's going to watch them. So instead, what do? They give 200 million to The Rock to make Red Notice. They give 150 to 200 million to Martin Scorsese for The Irishman. Don't get me wrong, The Irishman is a bloody phenomenal gangster mafia film. Red Notice, I really enjoyed, but that should have been in the cinema for a different thing, because a lot of people are like, well, you've given all this money to these people, but you should be bringing a few other people up, And I think out of Netflix, for me, the biggest, coolest thing that they've done is Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan has done so many amazing shows for Netflix and films. Gerald's Game, you've got Hush, you've got a few, obviously the Haunting of Hill Manor and all this. But you also did Dr. Sleep, which is amazing. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's my thought on Cowboy BeBop. What is your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye and stay safe.